Well, you know, there's an old expression that says you can't win if you don't run. And I think that it comes back to something I discussed earlier on. When it comes to politicians themselves being more representative, you have to have initiatives repeated and expanded over and over again, like the School for Civics I talked about that we initiated at Civic Action, where you actually brought people consciously from visible minority groups, which are underrepresented in our political system, into rooms across the city and said, here's how you run for office, here's how to get some confidence, here's other people we're going to put in front of you that have done it. And then the same thing we heard when it came to appointments to boards and agencies. And they said, well, we can't find any black or brown or Asian or this kind of person or that kind of person. And we said, fine then. And what we did through the diversity program, which I co-chaired, is we made up a talent bank of 2,500 people who fit those various characteristics, and 500 appointments resulted out of that because we just said, fine, we will go and find the people, because we all know there are qualified people from every group in Toronto society that can sit on those boards and be leaders, and now those boards look better because of those 500 appointments. School for Civics will make a difference over time, but we've got to give people the self-confidence to step up and run, because, again, you can't win if you don't run.
Thank you. Olivia?
I don't think blaming people for not running is the way to go. It's not the people that's the
You know,
problem.
that's too much. It's very disappointing you'd say that,
Well, you
Olivia.
said that
Really.
it's the
I didn't blame
confidence.
anybody.
No.
I actually
think
did
a
something
lot
about
of
it.
people
That's just
have,
too much.
I do not interrupt you, Mr. Tory. You just said that people don't have the confidence. A lot of people have the
self-confidence,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, all right. Thank you, Mr. Tory.
Self-confidence and confidence is the same thing, isn't it? You know?
Shame on you if you're kicking out a black female, in fact,
Please.
the first black female
May I have support from the police to help her cool down?
This audience looks like me, and shouldn't our voices be reflected on
Officers.
this table? Black people for this community of Jane and Finch, and yet we're not welcome to the table? And that we're not welcome to the table? I don't want you under arrest. If you think that this is an inclusive debate, it is not an inclusive debate. And be sure, when people make commentary about other candidates who refuse to attend, there are 65 candidates running in this election. These 3 candidates are being the same. They're being exclusive. They're not wanting to participate with all candidates in the debate. I have a okay, as long as you let me make one statement. Give me a chance. He said, give me a chance. He said, give me a chance, and that's what we should
Officers,
be doing.
would you please assist me?
Unfortunately, Diane
We're late.
Max is here.
We need to move
I'm
off
not,
stage.
and she's a mayoral candidate
She
too.
was after.
And she's a mayoral candidate too.
Renee, we are giving you 1 minute, and then we would ask you to leave the stage.
So noted.
And now back to our scheduled programming. With all due respect, it's not being rude. I think that was just as rude. In any event, I would like to say that we have to change.
Thank you. This one. This one.
God bless you. Quench your thirst, my sister.
No candidate on the platform tonight relates to any issues that may or may not be raised tonight more than I would if you're dealing with black people.
But I also think that we have to make it easier for people to step up and run for public office and encourage them to do so. A lot of people, we get a sort of a staleness of the people there who are over and over and over again reelected because nobody will step up to challenge them. And I've also talked about the desirability of term limits as a means of trying to have some renewal happen from time to time. That's certainly something I think we should explore.